And we're in. Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to Some Other Heroes. We are queer Dungeoneers here to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons set in our own homebrew world of floating islands, skyships, strange magics, and deep mysteries. My name is Chris. We are minus a Wayne today. He is not feeling very good, so we would like everybody please to send him all your love and make sure
Satanic
he
thoughts
knows
and prayers.
how much he is loved and missed and stuff, and we will see him back here very soon. Take care, my lovely. He could probably just hear me through the floor, to be fair, but
Turn off your headphones. Let us yell at him.
yeah,
absolutely.
Take the love. Wayne will be back with us next week, but I still have most of my fellow queer Dungeoneers with me. I have Theo, who is playing Eugene, the elf wizard. I have Charlie, who is playing Ashling, the satyr saw warlock. And I have Michelle, who is playing our wonderful pink stabby rogue ranger tiefling skier. And we are here to tell a little bit of a story. Before we get into that, though, just a quick reminder that we're working to create a safe space for marginalised folks, particularly LGBTQIA+ people. As such, we do not tolerate any sort of transphobia, homophobia, racism, ableism, or anything along those lines. Basically, in short, don't be a dick.
No TERFs, no Tories. No
Thank you very
exceptions.
much. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done that, so it's a bit weird. Felt weird doing that. But to help us, we do have two amazing mods. We have Bespectacled Man, who is Nikki, and Salem Flame, the wonderful Salem.
10 out of 10 would mods again.
Yeah, absolutely would mod. And they're just there to keep an eye on things. If you need them, give them a shout. That's what they're there for. There are no shout-outs that I am aware of this week, other than I hope everybody had an amazing Pride. It is Disability Awareness Week, and that includes both physical and mental disabilities, as well as other things. So if you have any form of disability, now is your time to shine and just let the world know how amazing you are and how wonderfully diverse the human condition is. So happy Disability Pride to everybody. Cool. I think I've done everything. I think I've covered everything. I think I possibly shouldn't have had a coffee before we started.
You're right, you should have had 4.
I should have 4.
And then we can see what happens.
I don't think it's that much different, to be fair. So I guess with that, I'll just drop the titles.
What?
Ooh. And we are back. When that will just leave for me to say, previously on Some Other Heroes. Our friends are victorious. They have just saved Steeltown and the Temple of Power from the caretaker, a copy of Adzi the Builder that had gone completely off the rails, deciding that it was better to create digital copies of everybody than let them live their lives naturally.
He was a crypto bro. He was making NFTs of real people.
There was an analogy there. I can't think what it might be. Our friends surviving a series of quite dangerous and traumatic events and encountering various shadows of the five magi, some of whom people were pleased to see, others much less so. They have secured victory, resetting the caretaker and re-establishing balance in the Temple of Power.
Just turn it off and on again.
The last revelation being that the individual within the Empire the caretaker was communicating with was none other than Matron Risford, High Speaker for the Church of the Emerald of the Eastern Dragon, or, as they know, First Servant of the Dragon King, their invisible enemy. However, before we get there, our eyes settle on a location we have been only briefest of seconds to. A rich, rolling estate that seems quiet and empty. Old white stone walls, thatch roofs. Last seen with a friend climbing in through a window to infiltrate. As we watch, a small, well-built airship descends and lands in a courtyard. Several cloaked figures march from inside the house to it, where other figures come down a gangplank, with one figure tied and chained and gagged and dragged behind them. Red-skinned, shaven-headed, with brilliant tattoos and angry eyes that could bore through a skull if she had the intention. Leading off of the boat, one slightly taller figure bows deeply to the ones coming out of the house. Sisters, I have brought the stray. She was unharmed as mother directed. Second voice. Thank you, sister. It is good that you did not harm her, for although she is lost to us at this moment, although she has asked the questions she should not, she shall be returned to the fold, and she shall be of use to Callie and mother again. Zuza tries to struggle out of the ropes, and there is a yank and an electric shock as her body is just struck. Bring her. We have much work to do. Tell me, how was Mother's other gift? The first figure says, oh, much loved, much loved. Our sisterhood grows, whether she wills it or not, as they pass several figures who look like shocked statues and close the door behind them.
Nothing ominous about that.
Coming back within the Temple of Power, our friends all stand shocked at a blue glowing panel with a familiar face sitting on it. Matrim steps forward from the shadows, clapping his hands slowly. I am so impressed. You have done the world such a rich turn. You should be pleased with yourselves. None of us particularly wanted that little episode to carry on the way it was. Aisling, Eugene Appleby, Skia, and Iskarok Ravokas.
What?
It is good to see you all again. Rock sort of...
I don't think that's true.
Rock kind of like scowls heavily at Matrim.
Ashling tries to meet his scowl. As scowly as Rock does.
What's the matter? Finally tired of standing in the shadows? Wow, you can hardly talk. You have the whole empire abuzz. Rumours that you might even be claiming to be the true emperor. It's fine. It's all fine. And it's all within his perfection's love.
Oh my god, what do you want?
I wanted to reward you. You see, you've done me a good turn. Removing Adzi from the picture was becoming a problem. So, I would like to offer you this. And he looks at Skia directly.
She is envisioning so many different ways of murdering this guy.
Hell yes.
I have pieces of news you will like. First off, you would be pleased to know that we do not have your dwarven friend anymore, but he is alive, whisked away from under our noses, and I suspect your sisters have a hand in that. And secondly, Callie Misthurst was boasting that she had something that belonged to you, tucked away somewhere. My suggestion is, you have an opportunity to get rid of a rival, and one that I am not too fond of either.
Oh, okay. Now you start betraying your allies. I see. Yeah. This is why you won't win. You don't think she's already planning to get rid of you?
Oh, I know
she's not done it
is.
already. Yeah.
But she does not serve the Dragon King the way I do.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out. Lastly, in about a week's time, we will be celebrating the bicentenary. It would be such a shame if the heroes of the realms were not present. Do try and make it back in time. We would love to host you. You really think we're going to walk into a trap like that?
Yeah.
I think maybe you might feel you don't have a choice. And with that,
Fucking bad guys and their stupid cryptic shit. Why can't they just say stuff?
Eugene, send me in. Send me in. You can do that, right?
Yeah, send her in, Eugene. Do it.
You teleport me, right? I can just take him out now.
Okay, I love the enthusiasm and the confidence in my skills.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's such a good idea.
I think it's a great one.
Well,
Maybe
I don't
problem
know that
solved.
I could. We don't know where he is exactly. So I'd just kind of be teleporting you blindly, which kind of didn't work out that well for you before.
Okay, let's think about it. Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm not saying we don't. I'm not saying you don't stab him. I'm just saying maybe right now is not the optimal.
Rock is still scowling at this blank screen and kind of pulls out his sword and just walks up to it and smashes it.
Oh yeah, that works. Why did he tell us that? What game is he
Because he
playing?
wants us to take out Callie for whatever reason. He wants us to
I
do
don't
his
want to
dirty
help
work.
him, even if it helps us.
Yeah, but she's got.
She's
what
got
does
something
she
of
have
yours?
mine?
What did she nick? Did you lend her a jumper or something?
I don't think it's a jumper.
Oh, okay.
I don't really wear
Hoodie.
jumpers. They
Hoodie.
get snagged and all the sharpness.
What do you think?
I-
What do you think it is, or who do you
Yeah.
think it is?
Who?
I mean, that's what scares me.
Could it be a person?
It's almost definitely a person.
Oh.
Okay, we have to go. It's a trap. It's obviously a trap. I need to find out.
We've walked into traps before knowing they were traps.
Yeah. Okay.
And we only,
I
a
think
couple
it's
of us die only a couple of times.
Yeah. Okay. Chris, do I know where Callie is? Like when he said
No.
she's got something.
Nobody knows where Callie is. She's gone to ground.
She's
You guys haven't
got-
seen her.
We knew where the Misthurst estate was, though, right?
Yeah.
So the last message you got from Estrie said that he was in Daklan, South Daklan, and he had located the Misthurst estate
Yes.
and was investigating. And then he went very quiet, which is probably the point where Rock asked Eugene to reach out to Julie to see if she could find out what was going on and keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Um,
So can we? Okay, let's leave here, right? No, we're done here. We fixed it. Temple, good. Job.
Looks
So
okay.
the flickering form of Adzi reappears where it was before. At present, there is still an imbalance. A ritual is needed to...
Oh, we have to do the thing.
Okay.
That's gonna
I,
take
however,
ages.
to a certain extent, can expedite it.
Oh,
I have more systems control than I should have, which will benefit you in the short run, but I should probably hand those over just in case.
Yeah.
yeah,
Give them to
let
Eugene.
other people have the remote sometimes.
Yeah.
Incidentally, it appears power has been accessed remotely to this site several times.
Eh?
What?
Yes,
Where
via
from?
that device that your Dragonborn friend broke. Someone has been stealing power from the Temple of Power.
Well, they're not going to be doing that
Yeah.
anymore.
But, okay. Is it stopped now? This is broken, or do we need to break something else? I'll break something else. I just start kicking stuff.
Skip. Just not waiting for an answer, just
Yeah.
smashing shit.
This chair.
Yeah, fuck this chair. Aisling loves this energy.
I believe so, although my systems are very stretched at the moment. I am maintaining energy for an extraneous dimension.
Yeah. Steeltown. You got to keep Steeltown alive,
Oh,
right?
yes, it appears to be causing me more burden than it was before.
Can
Yeah,
we- Where are the people of
yeah.
Steeltown? Their bodies.
Because I think they kind of want to go back in.
Presently, they seem to be contained beneath, at the lowest point of the dimension. I can sense all the individuals that were rescued.
Are they
They
okay?
appear to be sleeping.
Oh.
And we
Is someone
wake
going to be
them
there
up?
to help them out when they wake up?
We may need to look at that. I am not a specialist in these fields. You might need clerics or druids or other healers to assist you with that.
Question: the maintaining of Steeltown is stretching your power supplies.
Yes.
Then I propose. Well, I propose once we wake these people, we offer them a choice. They can return to the material plane with us.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And what about, could we ask Joy if...
Oh, I was
there is a
wondering
Joy.
when you're going to remember me. It's a little
Yeah,
voice
no-
beside, on Ashling's shoulder.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Can you
Oh.
help? I mean, you were sort of providing a lot of power before, unwillingly, but could you do it willingly?
Right, you are. Right, yes. So, yes, I can.
Great.
What I think I can do is I can separate Steeltown from the Temple of Power so that even if Nosy what's it, and she just kind of pulls the little tiny little Faye, tiny version of Joy pulls itself out of Ashling's hair.
Oh.
So much hair.
Oh, that felt very disconcerting.
Well, I know. Right, anyway, it just sits on your shoulder and just kind of like uses it as a cushion as opposed to like the net that it was for her before. So my thought is, what I'll do is I will detach it so that he can't mess with it or me anymore. And I'll put it somewhere where it's safe.
Right.
I am a bit worried about the people, because you mortals don't do well with sleeping for thousands of years, do you?
Yeah.
Get a bit
wouldn't know.
achy and rotty.
Yeah. That's
Right.
that's what I was gonna say. I think it's really, if anyone's there and they want to come with us, that's great, but there might not be a body to return to.
Cool. Well, it's got a bit quiet our side, I'll have to admit, and it looks like the robots have stopped working.
Oh,
So
Okay.
we might have to put them back where they're supposed to be anyway.
but the
But
I
bodies
think that should be the
all-
plan of action anyway, should it not?
But the bodies are
Slowly,
okay. They're
though.
not all like bone men.
Oh, I think that it's all worked fine, but
Okay.
Okay. Well,
You
we
got-
can send. I don't know. You guys, we got people, right?
I know a guy.
Yeah, you got Toby. There's Duskgaze. That's two.
Problem solved.
And that's
Send 'em
one
in.
of each.
They can handle it, right?
They can handle.
Yeah.
They have like other druid and cleric friends?
I mean, there's a
We do
Not all
know
druids know each
Druid
other,
Enclave.
Michelle.
not all druid.
Jesus.
However,
There we go.
you guys have met two groups of druids, one of which you're passing friendly with, which is the ones of Malwind, and then you've met the ones in Adir Reach as well, which is much closer.
Oh yeah, let's get the ones in the Deer Reach. They're like here now.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anyone
Right.
that we could send a message to, or do we have to go there?
I
Well, we
think you
should
might
still go there, right?
need to go there.
Okay.
But what's this about your ritual? She
Oh
stands
yeah,
up.
we have to do this thing where we put like a bunch of our magic energy into it, and then we have to take turns, and we have to like meditate and focus, and then it starts doing its job again.
Okay.
Right.
And she points at the caretaker, and you said that you could expedite it, right? I do not need the practice ritual. I need the power, and I can do the rest.
So what have we got to do?
You would give me the magic that you would normally charge into the ritual, and I will enter it and make the corrections for you at speed.
So we don't have to sit here for hours.
Oh, thank God. I might lose it.
Yeah, Skeeter's twitching.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. She's like, I'm gonna fight someone.
Can I gather you for a second? Like, Just no offense to you, machiny boy, but I'd like to talk to my new friends here. And she kind of steps off your shoulder, and she becomes just a little bit shorter than
Need a hand.
Skier.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Right. Okay, right. So whisper it, because we don't want him here. Do we really trust this machine?
Right now, seems kind of chill. Historically, doesn't stay chill.
I trust no one.
Skier trusts no one, so it's a moot thing to ask.
Yes, I'm not the person to ask. Yeah.
No.
What about you, elf boy? You seem very, very clever.
Well, we trusted you.
That's your. She kind of boots from the earth, and that was your best decision of today. Okay, I'm willing to trust him if you all trust him.
Well,
But just
I
so you
like
know-
the idea of taking.
I don't see that we have another choice but to trust him, honestly.
Okay, but if he pulls anything, I'm going to make him a real boy and torture him for at least 1,000 years.
Ooh, torture. Okay, maybe
Oh wait, hang on. Torture's not the good one, is it?
no.
Objectively
we don't like
teach him a
baddies.
lesson over a long period of time.
Sitting down and have a chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
With knives.
Yes.
With knives.
I'm just gonna pretend you said have a chat, and then my conscience is clear.
Yeah. Okay. So we're trusting the robot, and you guys just
For
give him
now.
your magic. He can do the ritual, and we can leave.
And Joy, you're gonna like do like a separation and make sure.
I'll catch the town and I'll
Right.
move it somewhere I think it's going to be okay.
Okay.
Where is that?
Outside, I think.
Outside.
Outside, as in.
Back to the material plane.
Oh, but where?
It's just gonna
Do you
appear.
think that's safe?
It's safer than letting it drift in the wherever this is, I think.
Thing is that material.
Because they can get
plane has-
food and clean water and stuff
well,
like that.
Kind of like limited land mass in terms of livable places in the material plane right now.
Do I
So
need
you've
to
gotta
make the whole-
choose carefully?
Right,
Can
I'm
you
with
make
you.
a new island for it?
Yeah, can you make a new one? That'd be pretty sick. Actually.
Yeah, it might cost them a few houses and things, but I should be able to do that. Hey, computer, can you catch a new island? I believe the Sky Shield will accommodate another island, yes.
Surely
Yeah.
there's got to be an empty island in the scattered lands.
Can Aisling have a look at her 4 trillion maps and see where would be a good place to put them?
Well, you want them near the druids, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've got this one.
Okay.
So, right, look at this one.
Right.
Okay. And then this one just over here,
Mm-hmm.
it looks pretty chill.
That's
And
very
there's some
far away.
Flat spaces. It'd be fine. Some flat spaces for houses and stuff, and pretty trees.
I will definitely think about that when I'm
Okay.
doing.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So you do your ritual thing. I'll go get ready to catch the town. You probably want your dwarf, don't you?
Yes.
That'd be good.
Because otherwise, I don't know what's going to happen to anybody who's actually alive and awake whilst I do the thing. So you're probably better leaving
Yeah.
from here, going back outside the way you came in, supposed to.
Yeah.
Right, hang on.
Yeah.
She kind of just goes to the. This place doesn't actually have an exit as such, but she just walks up and just kind of opens a door, which is like this wrenching sound, and August just kind of tumbles in.
Oh, hey August.
Hi.
Come on in.
What
Yeah,
happened?
what- to start.
Where were you?
I was with Joy. Are you in two places at once? best not to think about it, dearie. And just steps through the door and goes, see you shortly.
Bye.
August, do you have magic?
Yes.
Great. Aisling, Eugene, tell her what to do.
You gotta give this thing a bunch of power, and then it will get turned into making the temple good again. I'm the wrong person to be explaining this.
No, you explained it perfectly.
Okay, thanks.
That's how you do magic and done. That's
Yeah.
how you guys work.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what Skia said.
Or like
Yeah.
ritual magic, or
Yeah, we're performing a
Wherever
ritual.
the spirit
so-
moves you.
I can do that. I learned a little bit. I'm not the best ritual caster, but I will try.
That's okay.
Don't matter. I'm not even quite sure what it is, but I still managed to do it. So
Yeah. You gotta just follow what Eugene does.
What's okay? What spell slots do you guys have to give this? Or are prepared as well?
I've got a 5th level and a 3rd level.
Cool. Entirely up to you. I'll be honest with you, August, the highest that she has is a 3rd level.
Oh,
What are we trying to reach?
yeah.
She's gonna. 20, I think, in this
Okay.
instance.
I'll put a 5th forward. Then that's quarter of it.
I am just checking a couple of character sheets. Bear with me. What about Eugene?
I'm sorry, I'm just doing maths. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely no problem. Unfortunately, Skian, not being a ritual caster, cannot contribute in this particular instance.
No,
You
it's
give us
fine.
moral support.
Yes, he is just
Yeah.
doing aggressive stretches and workout in the corner, like trying to get. She's like a pending cat right now.
Oh my god.
If there's a door, she's scratching at it.
Yeah, yeah. I can picture it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You're just doing like
I have a-
push-ups in the corner.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I have a
Shadow
6th level spell, 5th level spell. So,
So you
and
got
I can make it to 15.
You can make it to 15.
Ooh.
Let's have a look. And for some reason, D&D Beyond has signed me out of everything, despite the fact I had it open a minute
Fun! Fun in japes.
ago. I hope that is not the indication of something.
What level spell slot are you doing, Charlie?
5.
That's...
Oh, so we're at 20.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already
yeah,
at
fine.
20. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I thought you were giving 10 to take it up to 15. In which case,
Yeah, we can just do it.
I
Easy
think-
now, ladies.
Rock pumps in some magic as well, and poor August does her best.
Aw.
She is a ickle caster at the moment.
But we're gonna make her feel like she did most of it. Be like, whoa, that was so much. Whoa.
I mean, she does fly after she pumps into magic,
Exactly,
which is
that's-
always
that's
looks
cool
really
as hell.
cool. What is her? I think actually I've got this horrible feeling her highest spell slot is actually 2nd level.
Oh, that's okay. Spells are spells.
Yep. You watch. I'm right too. Yeah. She's only got 2nd level at the moment. So you guys individually, like, so this reflection of Adzi holds out this mechanical arm with like a glass ball on it, and asks you to direct the magic into that. One by one, you go up and place magic into the sphere. There is a hum. Those gold tracks start to glow slightly. I am rebalancing the Temple of Power. It will go dark momentarily. Please bear with me. And it goes... And there's this kind of uneasy darkness for a second where you even wonder whether he's just shut down entirely. And just at that point where you are concerned that it's not going to work again, there's a... And everything comes back on.
Like when a console takes a little bit too long to restart.
Exactly the right.
I fucked it.
It's dead. We broke it.
That's it.
Temple of Power reset. Focus energy replaced. Balance restored to the Sky Shield. Energy is now operating at 80% of maximum capability. Please note, transitional changes to the additional temples. All temples working within parameters with the exception of the Temple of Song. Presently, Temple of Song is offline. Location of Temple of Song, unknown.
Ow.
Note, additional resources returned to the Temple of Power. And you hear in your ear, right, I'm about to push.
Shit. Just a minute.
Oh, we got to get out?
Yeah, we need to go.
Oh.
You should be safe here, but I shall allow you exit through the main entrance.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
And
Thanks, Joy.
part of the floor folds back open, like mechanically, and there's a stairwell that goes down to a familiar-looking arch.
Great. Let's go.
Okay, bye, Adsy.
Later.
Don't go mental now.
Yeah.
Returning systems control to external, operating at required levels as requested.
We love to see it. Behave yourself.
Good luck.
Bye, I love you, bye.
What is love?
Oh, fuck. Oh, I broke it. Oh, no.
You're going to have to come back in 15
Run,
years
run.
and do it again.
It's fine, that's my lot. I accept that.
You make your way down and step over this threshold, and you feel that push and pull as the five of you step across back into the material plane. And you find yourself stepping onto these heavy stone platforms that just softly move ever so slightly as you, for the first time I think ever, come out the entrance you went in. Looking around, looking around, you see that everything is calm, gentle. There's no sign of that big mechanical sphinx, the big energy sphinx that attacked you before. The only thing in the temple grounds that you see, the outskirts you see, is a familiar grey wolfen form laying on his back. Still.
Run. I run.
Thumb goes up. I am okay. I am just resting. As you get close to Skier, you see that there are scorch marks all around him.
Oh, jeez, you didn't save any for us.
He kind of slowly sits up, and you can see that he is singed, he is dirty, he is bleeding. One of his guns is broken. Sorry, I had to get to improvising, but I couldn't let them get to you.
No, great job.
You did a good job. Are you okay?
Thank you.
I may request a pay rise, he says.
Oh, you're all getting bonuses.
Technically, we're on holiday and you brought us here. This is technically your time.
You're not on company property right now.
Yeah.
So. to your union reps. Sorry.
Kind of looks around and goes, well, you look like, well, probably much better than I look right now, but you definitely look like you've been through it.
Oh yeah, I just
hello,
feel
little
my
girl.
arm bleeding.
Oh yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
Yeah, she's cool. She's with August. This is August. August. This is Captain
Suda.
Cedar. I was like Cedar, and I was like,
Cedar.
that's not right.
No. Close.
This is Captain Cedar.
It's close. Sudar, isn't it?
Yeah. He's captain of our ship. August is a friend.
Okay. You go into strange temple, you come back with friend. Welcome.
Standard, isn't it?
Yes. You look... It's good to see you. So it's
Good
been
see
fun
you.
here.
That plane is all
Yeah.
a bit confusing and weird.
So it's been, what, 2 days for us?
Oh shit.
How long has it been for us?
Probably about a week. It's been longer for skier.
Oh,
It's been like 2 weeks. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's get you. We need to get you back to the ship and get you patched up. We need to get patched up. We need to move. We need to move. I
can see you twitching. I can
Yeah.
see it, babe. Let's get moving.
Yeah.
You step out to the outer grounds and you can see it's the other side of chaos here. There is a smoking imperial vessel that is crashed into the side of an island. Reeds and things wrapped around it and sitting on top of it, kind of slowly lowering down like goods are Aragana of different shapes and sizes. Vargren move through remnants of armor and weaponry, just kind of checking over. There are the humans who are descended from the Whoosh and the druids, kind of just tending to people's wounds and checking things. The Empire attacked the Ardir Reach, and the Ardir Reach responded in kind.
Do we know why they attacked?
You have no idea, it's just that they suddenly appeared. Worse, they managed to teleport their ships directly into the Reach.
Oh,
To go back,
no.
because it's been a while, from what
Yeah.
you uncovered, there were a few scouts that managed to slip in,
Yeah.
and you're not entirely certain how. And then from them, they found the temple, and that's when the Empire basically sent in frigates.
Yes. And am I also right in thinking we saw someone like chained up and being taken towards the temple?
Maybe. I might need to go back and check my notes.
Okay. I was like, was that August or was that someone else?
It wasn't August. August went there
Cool.
directly. She
Yes.
said that
Oh, yes, she did,
she
yeah.
escaped
She teleported.
from the falls.
Okay.
And am I right in thinking that? Because I got a message from my aunt to say that there were Imperial ships in Cloud's Cairn, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was it your aunt? I think it was. No, it's Gree, but no, a couple of people. Your aunt as well actually said there were the
Because I
Imperials.
sent a message to my aunt.
Yeah, there are Imperials in Cloud's Cairn, and they are
Yeah.
demanding answers.
That's
of
right. It was
Rebecca
quite a while
and
ago,
the-
wasn't it?
So,
I'm
so yeah. So before they were just there was enough of them to take Cloud's Cairn if they needed to by force, but it was supposed to be a diplomatic mission. And then the next message you got indicated that the ambassador was demanding answers as to what they were supposed to be doing to protect the scattered lands from these skyquakes. So, yes. And yes, there was somebody in chains.
Did we see it, or is that something that we wouldn't have
I
known about?
think it's something you heard.
Okay.
yeah.
In fact, as you look around, you notice there are very few captives. There has to be only about a half dozen that are off to one side. There are lots of these explosions and scorch marks. As you come out, Keth, the turtle, the elder of the village, comes round. And he's kind of, you see him, he's got this hardened carapace that seems to be made out of fish skulls and like beetle plates and things like that. And he's carrying a very naturalistic looking spear. You have returned?
Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
Surprisingly few of us lost anything to these Imperials.
Okay.
It seems they were not expecting a populace that could protect itself.
I mean, yeah, props to you guys. Was this our fault?
Did you summon war machines to attack the Reach?
No, but I
Then
just
this
get
is
the
not
feeling
your fault.
that... Okay.
The Empire is currently on a looser leash, shall we say?
Oh.
And Skier like points to her boots and like all of the dancers that have been killed. It's not our fault. They're just
Okay.
You look like you could all do with a good meal, a
Yeah, I'm
good
fucking
sleep.
starving. I don't think I've eaten
yeah.
in a
We
week.
that sounds so good. We need to move though. Like
Can you give us like a takeaway?
yeah.
We do. We,
Oh,
it would be
has
prudent
someone
to rest
told you?
first, though.
Has someone told you
What?
you have visitors
Who? Shit. Who?
asking for you by name?
What?
Who?
Who?
Old friends of ours. A carnival of friends, in fact.
Oh.
They arrived this morning, insistent that they talk to you, despite the fact that two of their number at least have a lot of explaining to do.
Did they?
Kotal and Zanti are princes of their tribe that keep running away before they are crowned.
Wow. There's all. Does everyone just run away to this circus to avoid their responsibilities?
Sounds like.
Seems like
Rock goes, it works out so well for most of us.
Okay. Let's go see them. If they've come here, see us.
Skier, we'll work out a way to get your nervous energy out, I promise. And it'll be okay if we rest for like a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
It will.
once we rest, I can maybe help us locate or try to locate where we might find Callie. But I
Yeah.
would need to rest first.
Can you like message her?
I could message her. I could also try and cast a scrying spell.
Yeah,
Spy
that
on this
one.
bitch.
Yeah, spy back. Okay, but you need to sleep first?
Yes, I need to sleep.
Okay, let's go. Let's go find Eugene needs a nap. Let's go.
I put most of my magical energy into the Sky Shield ritual.
You did do that.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good with. I'm. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll figure
okay.
it out. I'll
Okay.
take you.
I also
take you on
don't
a big
have
long
that
walk.
spell prepared. I need to read before I can cast that.
Right, well, I will sort out a skiff and we will get you back to Keskamir and you can meet with your friends, you can rest, you can enjoy some good food and a chance to... When he kind of looks directly at Skier. In through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Out through the mouth, 4.
Actually, if you have like a wrestling team or a boxing ring or something like that, that might help Skier.
Get me that big tiger lady. We gotta fight.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm fine. I am fine. I just look. Someone. I feel like someone I care about is in trouble, so I'm just on edge.
Then we need to make sure you are ready to help them.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't pour from an empty cup.
What does that mean? Yeah, obviously.
It means exactly what it's said.
You mean we need to fill our cups?
Yes, before we can drink
Okay.
from them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
As you are
Hey, I don't get
wandering
faces like that either.
wandering back to the skiff, a couple of familiar figures kind of come out and start waving at you. One of them is Dan, who is currently has a big has bandages wrapped around one eye and a pad where it looks like he's basically somebody has cut him quite close to the
Have
face.
you got one eye now, Danger? That's fucking cool.
Oh man, they were this close, and they missed. No
You're gonna
offense,
get a
Rock
sick
and
scar,
Skier, but fucking Empire, right? Seriously, better shots. Need to be better shots.
You're gonna get a cool scar, and you'll look even more dangerous.
Right. And next to him is Sage, who kind of says, actually lived up to his name.
Dangerous.
May have actually earned it this time.
Fuck yeah.
See that? And he points at the smoking vessel. I did that.
Am I close enough to high five, Danger?
Yeah, you do. And he goes, oh.
Sorry. That's cool though.
Oh, you lot are definitely rubbing off on us in the right way. What are you up to? You hanging around or?
Wait, you're taking us back. You're taking us back to.
We are going back on a skiff. All right, I'll get because we left the ship behind because plausible deniability. Didn't see us. Couldn't have been us.
Nuh-uh.
Not on our property. Excellent.
International waters, baby.
Have they taken like Empire soldiers prisoners?
There's about 6 or 7 of them currently chained up and just sitting. Do you wish to talk to them?
Yeah.
We fear you will not get much out of them.
Oh no. She'll get something out of them, but it won't be words. It will be organs.
I think Skier just wants to go and like look at their faces and essentially like inside check. Like Skier's like, who are these people? Are these like proper trained soldiers?
Yeah, roll me. Yeah. Roll me your insightful fighting.
Yeah. 26.
26.
And I'm remembering every single face.
These are individuals from the Empire's Legion. They wear his colours. This is the First Legion. This is the Legion that has appeared where it shouldn't be several times. The one that mysteriously has gone missing. They bear the brunts and marks of men who have known physical activity and excellence most of their life. You count the calloused hands, thick fingers of people who wield weapons on a regular basis, the taut muscles and across one woman's back of someone who pulls a bow, of like a hefty bow on a daily basis. Their armour is out of condition. It's tatty in different places. Their personal hygiene is not good, as if they have given up taking care of themselves. And each of them has this slightly vacant expression on their faces. And the only thing that you hear any of them say is, "For the Dragon King."
Oh, shit. Okay.
Glory for the Dragon King.
So just so I make sure I've understood this right.
Hang on, that's my fault. Bear with me 1 second. Because you dipped
Sorry,
in
it's
and out.
because my
Yeah,
internet dropped.
that's right.
Just so I get it right, they would Skier be like, this is why they got beat. They're not actually at full capacity. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're okay. That's like one thing.
Also,
and the other is
go on. Yeah, sorry. Yours. Yeah.
I just want to do. I don't know. Maybe a medicine check, or I might call these guys over.
There's some druids milling around, like tending to people and keeping an eye on them as well. If you want to talk to somebody who's an expert.
Yeah, I just want to be like, what's wrong with them? That like, are they like hypnotized? Are they like zombies? You know, like, is this something we can snap them out of essentially?
We're not entirely certain. This is a very dark-skinned, quite hefty built female druid who's kind of like just kind of wrapping wounds around this sort of vagrant who's making a much bigger fuss than This is a guess, and I will need to have a closer look at them. But it is like somebody went inside and hollowed out anything that was them and just replaced it with devotion.
Okay. They are not who they once were.
In addition, the others turned into these draconic things that, when we struck them down, died. But they too were uttering similar utterances for the Dragon King, for the glory of the Empire. In his radiance we bask.
Oh, okay. They turned into...
Current working theories, says a slightly older male druid off to one side, is either these ones failed to turn, or they were just never subjected to whatever changed the others.
Okay. So they turn into like him, and I like point to rock, or like dragons.
No. I mean, we know the Drathen and the Dragonborn quite well, and we know half dragons, and of course the Aragana emotions. But these were malformed, twisted things, neither dragon nor man. But
we've seen them before.
You have?
Yeah, we've fought them before. I don't. We've never really been able to quite figure out exactly how they're being turned. But yeah, we encountered them in New Doan.
Okay.
Eugene and Aisling, you can do an insight check on Skier.
Ooh. Okay.
And Skier, you can either persuade or deceive, given that we know what you know.
Oh,
Dirty
come
20.
on, Skier.
I got 27.
27, a dirty 20.
Skier got a 9. Deception.
9.
Oh, yeah.
I have a +6 to deception.
Oh, shit.
Skier should, if these are the first time, this is the first time she's seen or heard of these things, she should be reacting differently. She is not surprised by this information.
Can Aisling and Eugene sort of swap a look? Like,
Given you're very insightful right now, you can probably do it around.
Do I get the vibe from Skier's, like, what I know about Skier that this is a conversation we should have in private.
Oh, Michelle's popped
What
off
perfect
again.
time for Michelle to go.
Perfect timing today.
It's very private. Not even Michelle's there.
So private, even Skier's not going to be there for
Nope.
it. That's right. So
I was just saying, do I get the vibe from Skier and what I know about Skier that this is a conversation that we should have in private?
Yeah. I think Skier's being deceptive because we're amongst a lot of people.
Right, got ya. That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking. Okay, I think Eugene sort of just gives her a look, like, we'll talk about this later, young lady.
I don't know.
Oh, you're in trouble.
And yeah, just not say anything right now.
Okay.
Ashley will follow your lead.
Druid's kind of like, we will treat them kindly and do what we can for them, but we will hand them to the Daklan officials to return to the Empire, as I'm sure Her Radiance will want to know what has happened here.
We have some things to fill you in on it also. Just a heads up, there's about to be another island next door.
With kind of lots of patience.
Oh, and I think, should we extract you kind of loosely explain what's going to happen? And I think it's that point, Aisling, in your ear, you hear, does that mean I can do it now? Because, like, this thing is heavy. Like, it's really... This is a city, Aisling. I'm holding a city.
Shit, sorry, I didn't realise you were waiting for me to say go. Alright, go.
And there is a... like a thunderous crack. And just in one of the clearer, more open spaces, a new island appears with about 75% of what you all recognise as Steeltown.
Ashley's so excited to have a new island to add to her maps.
And be the first person to do it as well.
Hell yeah! TM, TM, TM.
You can rename it as Ashlingtown.
Yes, Ashlingberg.
Ashlyberg.
Steeltown doesn't make sense anymore if the robots
No.
aren't there, so it needs a new name.
Yeah. Ashling is the coolest berg.
Understandably. Coolesburg. Understandably, there is a ripple of panic and like lots of running about and things like that, and the druids that you talk to immediately leap into action to kind of like calm people and explain what's going on and then start organising people. But it is absolute chaos. There's more than a few weapons that are drawn.
Okay,
Drama.
easy. Everyone's
Chill.
Chill, it's fine.
Imperial
An
frigates.
Island appear?
Just literally appeared and attacked them for no reason.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah,
kind of
well,
on
yeah.
edge.
Not. We just start yelling around. It's not Empire. It's okay. Down. It's fine.
That's the point that Joy sort of appears, walks out from behind Aisling.
Oh god.
Ah, you have to stop doing that.
Doing what?
Just like arriving.
Yeah. Unannounced.
I was here all along. What are you talking about?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What is everyone else's reaction to her?
I think there's a lot of sudden like looks at this strange fey creature that's appeared. Hello. Hi. Oh, you've got a weapon. Oh, please don't stab me with that. I'll be very cross.
This is Joy. She's chill. Let's all
Ish.
just... Let's all just...
Yeah. This is also fine. Sorry.
You
Always
are
don't want them more.
throwing a lot at us right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
sorry.
move quick.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta.
Wow. Okay, so island.
Yep.
Archfey, if you like.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
Aisling,
Anything else I
Yeah.
need to be aware of before it appears?
They're all like the bodies are like thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned that. Excellent. Okay, what I will do is we will go and investigate the town and we will find these bodies. They're in the big Colosseum thing. I had them moved upstairs. There's 2 people there keeping an eye on them. Really nice folks. Be nice to them or I will know. And the druid kind of like, okay.
They might need some dusting.
Right. I will leave that with us. Go and rest. You all look like you deserve it. So,
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Oh.
Danger's like, oh man, that beats the blowing up the frigate.
Yeah, sorry about it. Maybe you can make an island pin next time, Dan. And I just pat him on the shoulder and like, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Ow. Ow. You gather those members of the crew that came along to help, and a few other extraneous people, and you are shifted along to a small skiff. Well, it's not that small. It's about 12 people on there at this point, and slowly you go back along the island.
Can I like tell you Eugene that I saw I had to confront and deal with his piece of shit great granddad?
Feel free.
Eugene. Guess
Yeah.
who I had to fucking look at again?
Is this one of those situations where you expect me to guess, or it's just the lead up to what you're going to say next?
No, it'd be funny if you guessed because it could be anything. But no, it was.
Well, do you
it was
want me to
Naf-
wildly guess? Because I know the answer, but that's going to prove for kind of a boring interaction. So, do you want me to just pretend I don't know?
I love this. I think Eugene's leveled up his autism lately. He's like, wait, give me clear social rules for what's happening right now. Color-coded PDF, preferably. No, okay. So if you know, it was Laffel, right? Is that what you guessed?
Oh, no way! I didn't know that.
My insight's so high.
Skier does an eye roll.
I can hear it.
I'm sorry
yeah.
that you had
No,
to see
it's
him.
fine
Was he
because
a
I wanted
dick?
to tell you that I kind of I broke a load of his shit while I was there, and I just wanted to tell you because it was funny to me. Some like expensive old things that looked really fragile. I knocked him on the floor.
Yeah. Was he angry?
No, it's kind of rubbish.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
I
a
told him
sad,
he sucked,
lonely
and then-
old man.
Yeah,
So
I said he sucked, and I broke a load of his shit, and it was very funny.
nice. Thanks.
Who did you meet, Eugene?
I had to go meet with I went to the Tempest Temple.
Oh, you've been where we went before?
Yes.
Ah. How about you, Skier?
Some druid. They were pretty
Oh.
sick. Yeah, they're really
You
cool.
got the pretty one.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Oh
I was-
man, I was hoping to get that one. I got
Yeah.
racist granddad instead.
I think we should have swapped, but
Yeah, I kind of hoped you would have got this guy because you would have like fucked him up more. I just had to do a bit of vandalism.
you know, I think you're probably like better suited to being a menace to someone like that.
He doesn't. He gets very frustrated with the way I am, which is
Yeah.
very funny to me.
Yeah, that's the best kind of like torture you can give someone.
Because
like
I know exactly what he's trying to say and do, but I'm just not going to let him know that.
Exactly. I'll get angry and like want to stab him, and he'll be like, ha ha ha, or like, no, don't do violence at me.
That was such a good impression.
Thank you. I just it's just
That
like
was well good.
thank you. Yeah, I spent a lot of time with that man when you guys were doing that ritual.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
he's all
mimicking
like,
him.
he's all like, I'm old and I've got lots of old
Yeah,
things.
and I know things.
Oh, I'm all dusty.
Don't take off. Yeah.
I'm all rich and smart. Look at this quill that I have.
I have all these expensive things. No need for
Yeah.
them.
I hate everyone and everyone's unreliable, so I'm just going to shut myself alone in here. And now I'm lonely. Oh, well.
Eugene, that was perfect! Oh my
Eugene,
god!
that was like well good.
That was so good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is so good. Oh, that cheered me right up.
Yay! Let's just be mean about shitty people to get rid of your energy.
Yeah, okay. When can we stop Matrip?
Yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
Okay, yeah, great.
Do an impression of him now.
Oh, I think I know everything. I'm sitting on the phone and nobody knows what I'm doing, but actually, I'm like working for the big bad guy, but I think it's gonna be fine for me, because I'm an idiot.
Oh, get him! Get him
Thank you.
dragged.
Yeah, it's not my best work. It's not as good as Eugene. But
Ashling,
It's okay, we've got time to try.
Ashling, do Callie.
My name's Callie and I'm going to say one thing and then do a completely different thing and I'm not even that good at doing that thing.
that was so good. That's so Callie.
And my hair is whack.
It is.
Are we,
It is like.
are we on the ship now? Sorry, just to clarify.
You're in the skiff on the way back at the
Yeah.
moment.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why we're dicking about. Because
Yeah.
And, a moment to breathe. Skiff pulls into Keskimir. It's a very relaxed journey. You can see that the Empire did get a little further into the Reach, trying to push back, but not very far. They did not get to Keskimir, which is still peaceful. The Turtles and various other innocents who have stayed behind are just busy. In that kind of they have that energy where they have been keeping themselves busy whilst they quietly worry about what's going on and wait for news. And as you kind of set down, the few members of the different clans and tribes kind of rush off to kind of deliver that news so everyone is a bit more relaxed and things. You are shown back to the hut that you had before, where you could relax and rest and sleep if you needed to. It is calm and gentle and gives you all a moment of privacy to sort of just quietly catch up on each other and think about what's happened. And I think is a good place for us to take a quick break whilst we have an opportunity to do. See,
otherwise we'll just carry on of impressions of people we hate. So.
I mean, I'm here for that. That's what the villains are for. Like, rip into
Well,
them,
they were
feel good.
Such good impressions.
They nailed it.
Yeah,
They got it.
we're coming after your job, Chris.
Amazing. It just made me worried that actually maybe I don't have enough voices.
No, those are the only voices we're capable of doing. As characters.
All my villains
Yeah.
sound the same.
They all sound like grumpy teenagers.
That's wonderful. Okay, we will be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Just
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, grab a
Sounds
drink. Grab a drink. Stretch your legs. Go and look at something other than the screen, and we will see you. Scream. I'm gonna go get a new tongue. I'll see you shortly.
Love you, bye.
Bye. we're back. Hello, everybody. We are back from our break. I hope you had a nice break too. Sorry, my brain just went that way. My other thoughts went that way, and I was left in the middle with nothing.
That happens.
Amazing, isn't it? Before our break, our friends have returned to the material plane with Steeltown in tow, leaving some very
gifts.
disrupted and confused druids with a mission to slowly begin reviving the folks of Steeltown. Before we dive back into our adventure, we're going to just quickly look into the Colosseum, the arena where our friends fought historical versions of themselves. And we see two familiar figures, one made of metal, one made of wood, carefully laying out large metal coffins, each with a different individual, stacked high, 1,000 at least. Within each of them, a different body, laid out in torpor, quietly resting and waiting. The first of the druids flutters in as a small blue jay, turning back into a human and landing nearby. Oh, you must be the friends we were told to expect. We've come to help. The two of them look at each other, and Scribe smiles. We would request one particular individual first, if that is all right with you. And Trevor goes, of course, it will still take time, given from what we understand, but we will do our best for them. And they wheel out a quite ornate-looking version of one of these little strange metal coffins. Inside, we see a dark-skinned elf with long dreadlocks and star sigils that shine on his cheeks. Moving to the east, just a little way, and then down and across, we come to Keskimir, where our friends have just settled in back into their small little open cabin. The 5 of them at the moment, settling in. Sudar and the crew head straight back to the ship. As soon as Akiza sees Sudar, you can see her start to fuss, and he just he's trying to reassure her as best as he can. But you get the impression that she has things in hand, and she will make sure that they all rest and heal before you need to depart. Rock, responds quite well when he's talking to you, and he seems to be trying to maintain an air of calm and gentleness, but all 3 of you can tell that he is shaken by what has been revealed, and he is furious right now. But he is choosing to quietly process it rather than make a big thing of it at the moment until he understands what he needs to do.
Ski has just found alcohol from somewhere and has somehow provided him with a glass of something and taken the bottle herself.
Hey, so
Yeah.
now that we're without company, share with the class what you know
What do I know?
about the dragon things. I could kind of
Yeah.
I got the feeling you weren't as surprised to hear that information as I would expect someone to be.
Yeah. Chris, can you remind me where?
Yes. So, during Skier's Sweetheart, of which
Yeah.
you can watch on our YouTube channel, Skia encountered several of these creatures trying to load up the dragon masks to
Yeah, okay.
slip away on the orders of Callie Misthurst.
I thought I killed them all. But I didn't. Yeah, I encountered them at the auction where they were trying to get these masks. Dragon masks. But we destroyed them. And I thought... I don't know, I was hoping that was it and, we wouldn't see any more. So, no, I wasn't exactly surprised by their existence, but I was surprised to see them here in this capacity.
Ah.
And wearing the First Legion's uniforms as well.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like fully in the I thought they were something separate, but...
So, did you not know that they were doing Empire stuff?
Not... I was suspicious, as I always am. But, there's always people in the Empire doing stuff. Doing weird shit. I don't know, necromancers, whatever, But to do that stuff and to be wearing Empire uniform is a pretty big statement for the Empire to make.
So do you
they
think
normally
the
do
Empire gave them the uniforms? Don't you think they might have nicked them and gone a bit rogue?
Well, that Legion has gone missing.
Oh.
But also, so before I joined you guys in New Dowan, like I said, these people kind of existed, and we and other people would kind of keep them in check. But now I think, with what I saw, with all 4 of them in that throne room, it was only a matter of time before it became, I don't know, they started getting this brazen, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. They have
Wonder-
the Empire.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they have my home. Sick.
So they're
sorry,
using the dragon masks to do this to control people. Is that?
I don't know. I don't know what they do. I just know they were dangerous. But we destroyed them all.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah. Maybe you destroyed that batch. But what
Yeah.
if there were more?
Yeah. E3 was going to find out where they were getting made. And I assumed he did his job and was like, well, I found that place. I'm putting into it. But maybe he didn't.
It might be harder than that.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
search for who was making them took him to the Misthurst.
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
So do we think it's him, the thing that they have that belongs to you? I mean, he doesn't belong to you.
No, he doesn't belong to me.
Is it one of those figure of speech things?
It might be. Oh, I hope. Is it weird that I hope it's him?
Why would that be weird?
Well, I obviously don't want him to be captured by her. But if it's... I'd rather it be him than, maybe some other people.
Okay.
Why? Who else would it? Who are you worried it is?
I don't know, what if it's my family or something? These people kidnapped your aunt before,
suppose at least it's someone who can defend themselves, I guess.
Yeah, and he's really smart, so he's really good at staying alive and stuff.
And we don't even know this yet, so
No, and it will
it
be.
could just be a thing. It might not be a person.
Yeah, it might be like all those socks I've lost over the years.
All those socks. That's what it is.
She just wants to give them back.
Yeah, you completely misunderstood Callie all along. All she wants to do is return missing socks to everyone in the scattered
That's
lands.
what it is. It's perfectly, perfectly innocent.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. And look, it's a trap. It's for sure a trap. But if Callie is a Talon, and they're just killing dancers.
Is this a trap we maybe want to go and try and defeat rather than avoid?
We have to, because if I was Callie, I would start with someone like History and then move on to closer targets. So I feel like, but look, you don't have to come with me. Like, you've got temples to do and stuff.
We're gonna
We're
come.
coming with you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Thanks.
I mean, you don't even know where you're going.
No.
And how are you going to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. God, these people all suck so much.
They really do.
They all just want power, and then they turn on each other, and it's just regular
like,
people. Like, those
why?
people, they attacked, but they're not even them anymore.
I
You know
don't
what I
get
mean?
it. Like, what's the point in having all that power? Like, to what end? You're just gonna be like, I've got it now.
Yeah.
Then what? I don't get it.
I don't know. I hate these people, man.
It makes no sense and it's stupid.
It's so stupid. All the these people always exist though. They're afraid of powerful people, powerful things, so they want to become powerful, and then they become the scary thing. But then they just live in fear of other
Then
people.
there's always
becoming
going to be
powerful.
another scary thing that gets scared
Yeah.
of them and then tries to get even scarier.
Yeah. How about just be nice to people for once?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
actually quite easy.
It's not, but you know what I mean. Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry that they're all fucking up your home, though.
Yeah.
You know you got more than one home, though, because you've got us as well.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I know. I could, but it's my home, and it's a home for lots of other people who can't. You know, not everyone has you guys.
That's true.
Some people, Empire is all they got. That's
So
really
people who
sad
do
for them.
have us guys should use us guys to help people who don't have us guys.
Exactly.
I've got
Yes.
it now.
Yeah. That's basically what the dances is.
Okay,
You got it.
I like it. It's a really long tagline, though. You should probably workshop it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll work on it. But that's. Aren't there people here who came to see us? Shouldn't we see what they have to say?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It's about this time that you see a tall orcish form in the shape of your second mate, Oddbob, is wandering over. He kind of like gets to the edge of your hut, which doesn't really have walls and doors as such, and he just kind of finds a beam and knocks on it as if trying to be polite. Am I interrupting? Can I
Stop.
talk for a second?
Yeah,
Oh, there's a bunch of people that arrived a little while ago on a really fancy ship. that I swear I've seen before.
Is it all colourful and mad looking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Do you guys good? You all look like you've been through stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna need to stock up more alcohol on the ship.
Okay, I can do that.
Rock and
I'll make
Skier
sure
are
it's there.
having a time of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rock was over there hitting rocks a little while ago.
Doing what he loves.
And if we could get more baked goods, that would be great.
Yeah, maybe some baked goods would be nice.
I'm sure someone around here bakes something.
And if anyone wants to fight me on the journey, start a sign-up list.
Maybe you should just do some drills with people and make sure that they're sharp, because that way you get to fight everybody.
Yeah.
No one... Octagon on the deck right now.
Yeah, first blood. A little bit of fun. Yeah, no, we'll go see these people. Thanks.
All right. No problem. Just wanted to check in on you, make sure see how you're all doing. Come on, I'll show you where they are. And he wondering, he goes, "Did you guys really make an island appear again? Like the first time I met you all, you made an island
Technically,
appear."
it wasn't us either time, actually.
But if you want to tell people we did it,
you might get the wrong sort of calls. Those real estate agents do like to kind of hammer home like their concepts. Right. So he leads you.
Before we start walking, by the way, I'm going to give Skier like the quickest little like squeeze hug and then carry on.
thanks, Ashley.
Just like a drive-by.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
As you're kind of going, like you hear, and Rock kind of catches up with you all. I think just as he settles in, he just kind of, he doesn't really kind of give you much of a look. He just reaches out and just grabs Skier's hand and gives it a squeeze.
I squeeze back, and then pass him from the bottle I've been drinking out of.
Fuck me, we're gonna need some coffees.
I have one request, he says as quietly to you as he goes. I get to break his nose before you slit his throat.
Sure.
Damn.
You all settle in behind old Bob, who is his normal big, gentle, kind self, and is just kind of like asking you lots of questions about your adventures, but not pressing on any points where it seems like it's uncomfortable. Deeply interested about the strange island that you've managed to build back. Completely fascinated by your stories about like mechanical people and stuff like that. It leads you round the outer edge of the village to where the open area, which is normally dedicated to the spirits, where a small group of people are pitching a tent. A couple of tents, in fact, up and down that kind of big way. So this whole thing where you have to kind of climb up, and then you can visit this tent and then fly down. And there are familiar looking characters all around. At the base of the mountain, talking to all the locals, is an incredibly flamboyant non-binary elf with a beautiful flowing beard, who is in a rich voice. He's kind of going, "Yes, of course. Well, you've had so much of a terrible time of late. What else could we do but to make sure that you had the best show? For free, of course. But you must make sure that any of our guests are being brought in as soon as they see the 4 or 5 of you. 6 of you, actually, because August is sort of like kind of around.
Oh, good.
As well. they wave you over. Goes, the chosen, Parshkikk's chosen, my favourite group of adventurers. It is so good to see you all. Have you been? I have
Hi.
not seen you since the Grand Festival itself, celebrating your triumph over the Isle of Parshkikk. And kind of leans in and a much quieter voice. Julie is upstairs. She's waiting for you. I am glad to see you're all well. If you need anything from us, you only have to ask.
Baked goods.
Consider it done. And they just kind of grasp your hand ever so lightly and give it a bit of squeeze. You there? Where can one acquire the finest baked goods in this region?
I knew they'd deliver.
As you go up, you kind of encounter some of the others. You encounter Dr. Werigo, who are better known as Nax, the huge fluffy werewolf. This is probably all very weird for poor Skier, who's never met these people before.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Skier's not here for any of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine they're all like being so like welcoming, and she's just like, nope. Sorry, not today.
Yeah. Roll me an insight check as you go up.
19.
19. Not with everybody, but with a lot of them, you kind of get this. There is this level of professionalism underneath that is a well-oiled machine. These people are not just circus performers, but that is their public face. They are.
Yeah.
There's that one of those things like where you catch an eye counting the number of knives that they can see on you, or leaning in a little too closely just to make sure that your conversation isn't dangerous and things like that. Those little moments, like things that you would notice
Cool
that necessarily everybody else would. Nax kind of is, again, he's wearing his bowler hat and like and pants for, modesty, but nothing else. And comes down the hill. He's very fluffy for a wolf. He goes,
Can I
Aisling,
also just,
rock!
Yeah, I was going to say, can Aisling kind of act like a buffer between Skier and a lot of the more cheerful people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Aisling knows that she's a sponge for that shit. Skier is not.
And you kind of reach down and just kind of ruffles your hair between the horns. I'm afraid we have no brand new assignments, but you should pop into the menagerie whilst we have it here, just to say hello to everybody. Rock,
okay.
It's always a pleasure, and it gives Rock the biggest hug, and you can see a little bit of the tension goes out of Rock as an old friend who knows him very well. Just kind of offers a little support. And kind of just steps back and just squeezes him in the shoulder, and he goes, "You know where my tent is if you want to talk." And just lets you do your business. You climb higher, all the way to the top, and you kind of get the impression this is Julie being maximum Julie at this point. It's like, I have an opportunity to make you all look at my circus. I am damn well going to do it. And as you get to the top, you find like this nice open space where there's like little stalls and things like that, people picking up a familiar looking bugbear, minus his butterflies at the moment, is presently just helping people set up a few stands and things like that. It's the normal hands and things like that. And Julie is sitting on a bench overlooking Keskimir, smoking a pipe, with her jacket off, just draped on the bench beside her.
Just a pipe and tits to the wind, living her best life.
And she smiles, a big broad smile, and just taps the tobacco out on her boot as she stands up. There they are, my beautiful, beautiful friends. Come and see. Let Julie regard you. There is my beautiful Ashling. And she kind of leans in and just gives you a little peck on the cheek. Eugene,
I bet she smells great.
This is the transformation. Could you have possibly got more beautiful? I could not believe this. This is so you. You look perfect, my dear. Perfect. I did not believe it was possible, but you have made yourself more beautiful. And she just
I know,
gives
he
you a
got
little.
prettier. He got prettier.
Thank you.
Anytime, my
Eugene
darling.
What
just
colour does
blushes.
Eugene go
Yeah.
when he blushes?
Like a deep purple.
Oh.
She kind of spins around and goes, I have heard about you, but I have not met you yet. You must be the infamous skier, the little knife in the dark, the protector of these wonderful sensibilities. And she goes, you, darling, are very welcome.
Thank you.
And
Thank
then
you for your hospitality.
You're very welcome. And she turns to Rock and she thumps him on the arm. You big oaf, you need to write me more often and tell me what is going on in your life. I cannot keep finding out these things secondhand. I worry about you, dear. And he goes, oh, Julie, must you always make such a thing? Just shush, 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 shush. The ringmaster is speaking, and you will listen. First off, I hear your most recent adventures are something to behold, and I would very much like to catch up on that, but I have a report for you, and I felt it urgent enough to drop in directly. Eugene, you and Rock asked me to check in on one Estri Reselu,
What?
a name that is known to me. Perhaps I should explain myself. Madame Dancer, I am a magpie.
Oh, okay.
We dance in the same circles. I would not normally be this open, but I think we are on the same side, we are looking for the same things, and we have the same enemies. So, expediting the problems by finding the solutions, no? Estri is known to me. There was a time I tried to hire him, and I found out that he already had a pay mistress, and one that I did not want to cross. But when you reached out to me, I knew exactly who to look for and where to start asking questions. He is a hard man to find and a harder person to track, but it is not impossible, not when you have friends in different places. I did track him, and I am slightly worried for him. He
Okay.
was last seen entering Dakar under the pretenses and a false name. He was seeking employment for a particular household, ones that the Daklanians do not talk about very often. One is a clan, their families that fell from grace quite hard. I am taking from the expressions that you are all aware of this to a certain extent. Misthurst, yes?
Yeah.
Well, that makes this easier. I tracked him personally to the edge of the Misthurst estate. I talked to some of the locals around the area. It appears that the Misthurst estate is once again active and has people coming and going. Also, as always, the locals do not talk about this to many people. It also seems that somebody fitting Estri's description was seen asking questions and last seen heading to the estate. He did not return. I had some of my more magical friends do a little check. It's very hard to check around there. There are wards upon wards upon wards. I would not recommend trying anything crazy like teleporting in there or Scrying might be difficult if you can do that either. What we did discern is that he did indeed go in and he did not come out. I have a friend who is watching the estate, who is waiting for me to return. We are keeping a very low profile whilst we are there. I am prepared to go with you. I think it's a perfect excuse to set up. I have permission to perform in Daklan. It is a very depressed village. Perhaps some light entertainment will give you the cover you need to get in more quietly.
Oh, cool.
Why are you helping us?
Because I owe this stupid idiot, and she pinches Rock's cheek, so many favors, it's untrue. Because I love my little family, and I know what it is like when one of my chicks go missing. I go crazy.
Thank
So.
you.
It is no problem. Plus, your mother will owe me a favor. So.
Good luck.
So maybe she can turn her eye back next time I have to steal something from the Empire,
I see. Yeah, well, I'm not promising anything. That's for you to work out. Okay.
You cannot promise, I can only deliver, and then she will have to judge based on her honor, as she always does.
Yeah.
So,
Shush, Suga.
So you have eyes. You have eyes on this place?
to a certain extent, from a distance.
How active are we talking? What are they doing in there?
The report I received is that yesterday I received a shipment. Goods, foodstuffs, enough for a good 24 people for about 2 weeks. Directly by airship, not by village. They do not come out, they do not report to the village. History-wise, what I understand is the family there all died under mysterious circumstances. It was thought that it was a curse. Of course, nothing was ever proven. The family was already in disgrace, possibly trading secrets with the Empire. Yes. There's more there, I'm sure, but we would need to unpick it.
Well, they're not all dead.
Apparently so. It's very busy there for something that is empty. Or do you know of a living relative?
The Misthursts, yes. Well, I mean, I assume she's living. Haven't actually checked.
That might be interesting.
I'm sure she won't be for long, don't worry.
She sure won't.
I can feel the murder emanating.
Yeah. Skier is started pacing.
Uh-oh. It's never good when Skier paces.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skier's a little anxious to leave. How long do you foresee it being before we can make the journey?
We can make the journey as quickly as you want, really. Although, from the looks of you, you could all do with a night's rest, at least.
Oh, yeah. Sleeping is first on the agenda, right? Skier?
Yeah. Sleep.
The
Yeah.
beautiful boat, beautiful ship that is docked with the platinum dragon on the zenith, is that yours? Yes.
Yeah.
It's cool, isn't it?
I will liaise with his captain, so he is ready, or he or she or they are ready.
If we going under the guise of a sort of subterfuge. Perhaps it's best if our ship stays somewhere else.
Yeah, can we take your crazy ship?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was just going to suggest maybe we disguise your ship.
Give it a makeover?
Possibly. Although, yeah, it is well known. Yes, your ship is known.
Yeah.
Do we?
Okay.
It might be a handy diversion to leave it somewhere else.
Yeah. How
Okay.
about
It's a good idea.
we send it towards?
I mean,
Maybe
it's known to
Kratzer.
the Imperial forces, right? We encountered them near the Albatross.
Yeah.
Without putting Sudar
Yeah.
and the others in danger, we could send it back towards the Empire, make it look like we are going as invited.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we're invited there, aren't we? That stupid parade.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't want to send them into danger, but it is.
I think
Maybe,
we're sending them into danger either way.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe
if they're
like
with
in
us.
plain sight is a better way to hide them.
Yeah, Sudar and the crew are smart. They won't
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
anything.
And besides them, we
Rash or
aren't
dangerous.
necessarily after them, they're more after us.
That's true, but maybe they could go and like hide on the edges of the border of the Empire, where the Empire can like be watching them, thinking we've got them. They don't know we're watching, but actually they just chill out while we do this.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think the Empire is gonna attack our ship or anything. It's probably more that they'll just want to know where we are. So maybe we just send the ship the other direction and pretend that they know where we are.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
We could even get some of the crew to dress up as us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Odd Bob, who's off to one side, goes, I know Sid knows disguise self, and he's used it on the ship in the past, so...
Perfect. You guys can disguise yourselves as us.
Yeah. And then there's other things, maybe. Just go crazy. Go traveling, and sometimes travel as us. Sometimes travel as something completely different. Never let them know your next move.
That sounds fun. You're right, letting me discuss that with Akiza and Sudan. We'll catch up with you after you've had a rest to confirm details.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I've
okay.
got my mission. Lovely seeing you. Just, if you ever need a job, you know where to find me.
Touching our staff. I'm very grateful for your help, but
He has a job.
yeah.
Is it being handsome and charming?
Oh my god, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yes, it is his job actually.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what most of these people do, but
Eugene.
they're doing it.
And right. Oh, sorry. Who is this little delight?
This is August, and I give August a look of like doing an insight of like, how does she want to play this? Does she want me to be like, this is my little cousin, August?
Twice removed.
Yeah,
Just me little
my
cousin,
father's
don't
side.
worry about it.
my little cousin.
Quick
uh,
insight check on
yeah.
August.
This is just our
30.
cabin, boy.
30.
30.
Amazing. I don't think
Yeah.
even with her stupid charisma. Oh, not bad though. She got a 22. She is hiding it very, very well, but she is wide-eyed, and she is a kid at a circus.
Yeah.
A kid who has been deprived a lot of this stuff growing up, but has heard the stories, is now suddenly standing in the heart of one of the most famous circuses in the Scattered Lands.
Okay. Yeah. This is my cousin August. We're related through family, through marriage. And she, she's traveling with me.
She's doing her internship.
Yeah, that's
It's work
why
experience on the ship.
Yeah.
Yes. But she's not really been able to see many circuses, so
Maybe we can give her a tour. She can see the menagerie, interact with some of our acts, and darling, why don't we get you some fresh clothes and maybe some new equipment if you want as well. August kind of looks to the four of you like, for is that okay? And she smiles and where is that terrible and she I'll be right back, I promise. And she wanders over and you see her talking to that bugbear from before, the one who normally has like butterflies all over him, and he immediately smiles and chuckles, and then like you can see he and August kind of wander off, where he kind of goes to, like they're keeping her in view so you know where she is, but she is talking to different circus performers and they're kind of going through what they do and what they're working on and stuff like that.
She's having the best day.
Julie wanders back and smiles. She goes, well, your cousin is about to have one of the finest days of her life.
great. Very.
Right, so what do you know? What I think this is where we share information. What do you know about the Misthursts beyond what I have told you currently?
I think they're like producing dragon masks there, maybe. At least
Julie's
something like that.
Julie's
Resurrecting
kind of like,
talons, maybe?
Oh my god, yeah, I think they're resurrecting talons there.
as the talons, as in the First Emperor's assassins.
Yeah, one of them tried to kill us. Well, Rock, I think.
Yeah.
No, jokes aside, that surprises me little. Rock has always been a little bit of a threat for those who want to stick to the old ways. Rock just harumphs.
No one stabbed him since I've been here, though. Apart from me.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was doing a great job. Yeah, that was an accident though.
One
If anyone's
time.
gonna
And it
stab
was-
him, it's gonna
it
be
was one
Skia.
time.
If any, exactly. And I mean, I have been Rock's friend for a long time. There are many times I have wanted to stab him, and I love him to pieces. I've
Yeah.
stood right here.
Drink your
Love you,
wine.
Rock.
We've crossed paths with Callie Misthurst several
Yes.
times. She's working with Matrim Riskford.
So that name I
Empire?
know. He turned his nose
Oh.
up at my performance. I could have stabbed him.
How rude.
Yeah. And Pyrus. Although
But
we
he's dead. We
took
killed
care
him.
of him.
Funny
Um,
wizard man from Klausgern. That surprises me.
Flamey
Yes.
one.
Handsome, very
Um,
broken.
Yeah.
Short
And-
broken now.
Also, someone whose name probably precedes them. A Dogarth Haradrin.
Ah, my old friend. Yes. Who has been living a lie as Ashton Rauhurst for the last 15 years. Yes. Very familiar with his work. After all, as Aisling and Eugene and Rock can attest to, I have personally been blocking the embers wherever I can.
Before you agree to accompany us, we should probably let you know that we're walking into a trap.
It's for sure a trap.
Absolutely. But then they are not expecting you to come with a flock of magpies at your heels.
Yeah.
We will do what we can to help and protect you. There will be a few familiar faces there to help. I will do what I can. I cannot guarantee we will be able to do everything. You are the heroes of this story, after all. But we will do everything we can to support you.
Okay, thank you. So are we going in under the guise of being in your circus?
Yes, so if you have any performances or tricks that you think you can do for the public, now is the time to speak up, because we will need to make sure you're practicing. And first practice is she is messing with you, Aisling.
Oh!
Oh, thank God.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, I wanted to have got one of those like trapeze things.
I can.
You're a flip wizard. You could totally do that.
Yeah, we can still sort that out if you wish. If you wish that to be your disguise, that will be your disguise.
Skylinson.
Living up
The
to her
famous
name.
trapeze artist.
That is a sick name for a trapeze artist.
Yeah.
She lives in
my
the
God,
sky.
it's perfect.
Okay. Okay, so we'll leave first thing in the morning. I'm talking like the sun is barely risen.
Oh my God. I don't even sleep and that sounds horrible, but okay.
I will leave the menagerie here and a few people to perform, and then the rest of us will set up the secondary tents and things like that to do a secondary performance in that land.
Okay.
We'll travel light, and you're absolutely certain you wish your ship to go on running interference, not to come along. We can work
I
on
think that's the
discussing
best
it.
idea.
I think so. I don't think we should take a. I think the fewer in number we are, probably the better.
I agree,
Yeah.
and they'll definitely spot our ship, so.
Yeah, it
Then-
might be better. That way.
Then, my lovelies, I suggest as you all rest and ready yourself for whatever you need to. Tomorrow, we enter the clan properly, and we travel to the location of Misthurst's fall.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
How long is the journey?
I say day and a half tops.
Day and a half. Okay.
You can do this, Skier. We'll
Okay.
find things to do.
Okay.
Go, rest. I will return August to you once she is finished.
Okay. Where are we resting?
Our ship?
Our ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can rest in your ship. You've got a cabin set up for you by the locals, although it's not very private because they don't do privacy very well.
Nope. Skier, where would you want to go?
I don't know. Maybe the ship, then we can like tell the crew this plan and maybe
Oh,
give
yeah,
them some
good
like
idea.
guidance on what to do if like the Empire boards, captures them, that kind of stuff. You know, I think it's important they keep them off our tail, but also if they need to, if it keeps them safe, tell them where we are, or you know, I don't know, just be like, I don't know, they went off.
They're just in the toilet.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
If you want them to look and act like
Genius.
us,
We can teach them how to walk, how our gaits.
yeah, we can do that
And-
scene from the Princess Switch.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Right. I hope
That'll
all
keep
got
you
the
busy for a
reference.
bit.
Yeah, that's like a whole hour.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Dear. Princess
Yeah.
Switch is about an elf and a human who happen to look very similar and have different lives.
Yeah. The fantasy version.
The fantasy version.
Fantasy.
I think this
It's still
conversation.
Vanessa Hudgens there.
Yeah, absolutely. I gather this conversation is probably going as you are making your way back down.
Oh yeah, we're walking and talking. I don't think Skia can stand still for longer than a few seconds.
Yeah, no. Also, she has stopped drinking since Easter's name got mentioned. She's like, not touched
Oh.
it.
Okay.
She's like, I'm not.
You make your way back down. The ship is still docked off to one side where you left it. There's a few of the crew who are nestled around the bottom of the rope ladder that's there, kind of not guarding per se, but just making sure that anyone going on is supposed to be there. And it's Keanu, who is currently sitting hand in hand with a female turtle, and just kind of like who are quietly talking to one another, and Felix and Paprika, who are both sitting off to, it's like giving them a little bit of space, but kind of like chatting amongst themselves. Paprika is currently doling out some breads that they seem to
Baked goods, baked goods.
have acquired from somewhere. And they both wave to you as you get closer. Going up.
Yeah, we need to rest.
Good plan. Paprika goes once forwards. These were given to me. I thought you might like them.
Thanks.
Would you like some hot tea or beverages brought to your cabins?
Yeah, some sleepy tea and some hot chocolate and some malt drink and some peppermint tea.
I will
What do
do
you guys
everything
want?
I can.
I'm good, Ashley. Thank you. I'm just gonna drink all this.
and get very sick, but enjoy every second.
Yes, says Rock. Some of your finest wine and apparently a bucket for later.
Maybe two.
In Ashley's head, she's like, "Damn, Rock's planning on drinking a lot."
Yeah.
She does not pick up on that
Two
shit
buckets?
at all. Damn, all right. While
he's
she's
got-
like double fisting heavy dairy drinks.
I've got a feeling he's got resistance to poison now, which means it's harder for him to get drunk.
Oh no.
We need twice the amount of drink.
You guys clamber on board the ship. Most of the crew are about. There's a couple of strays. Sudar is sitting in the middle, where he is just quietly wrapping some bandages on some of the more like deeper injuries and things like that. Dan Dan is currently being sat down, whether he wants to or not, by a Akiza, who is roughly cleaning a really nasty looking cut that has just kind of gone just around the orbital and literally just missed his eye. Like, and she is telling him off for being reckless and like properly mothering him. Being reckless, stupid. He's so lucky he didn't lose an eye, and he's like, I wanted to lose an eye. She's like, you wouldn't if you actually had. And
That will affect you flying the ship, Dan.
you.
You need these. You gotta know what your things are. You need to protect.
This is gonna look sick.
Yeah, but like, I could have just done that if you wanted a 6 stars.
God.
Just saying.
Odd Bob delivered your message. We will sort out the fine details tomorrow morning before you head off.
Yeah.
What time do you need to be woken?
As soon as possible. As soon
Yeah,
as we can
Sia
leave.
wants to be like up.
Yeah, I'll be up early.
As soon as it's sensible that you have had enough rest, we will make sure you are gone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He goes to sit up, and the keys hisses at him and says, "Stay." Okay, I stay.
I love it.
You guys make your way into your cabin. Settle down. If there are any other private conversations you would like.
I would like to send a sending before I go to sleep. I'm gonna cast sending. Send a message to my mum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you already know, but the bicentenary celebration, something big is happening. We've been invited by Matrim Riskford. So I'll see you there? Question mark.
You will. And that confirms my suspicions, darling. Be safe. Come prepared. I will reach out to my friends to ensure that you have a safe arrival.
Go. Yeah, that was it, really.
Yeah. And there's a moment where he says, "Dad says hi."
Dad's just yelling from the lounge. Tell him I say hello.
She makes him cast he makes her cast another sending spell.
Well,
like,
just to
Yeah.
say- yeah.
Oh my God.
yeah, just to say that.
That's real love. Spending a spell slot just to send your kids. That says hi.
I respond, yeah, tell him I said hi also.
He sends a thumbs up emoji back.
Dad liked this message.
Eventually, after putting about 4 different emojis
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. Oh, why did you say an angry face? Oh, now it's a clown? What's he saying? God, your dad is a dick.
God, imagine if you could send emojis through sending spells.
It would be so good. It's a
That's-
cantrip.
Yeah.
That would be so
Yeah.
good.
I think we need to make that. That needs to
Yeah.
happen.
You have a limit of how many you can use, but you can only use emojis to communicate.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh
it's
my
like
God,
a
yes.
long distance minor illusion, but all it can do is
Yeah.
little pictograms.
This
Yeah.
is like when Ashley wanted to hyphenate everything to have infinite messaging.
Yeah.
Dear.
Oh, and also, I will send a quick sending to my aunt to just let her know that we came back and we're alive. And
Nice.
Oh,
just
shit.
double check on the Carl's Cairn situation. Just to check nothing's kicking off yet.
She comes back. Things are very tense, I won't lie. But Rebecca is a remarkable woman. Your grandparents and I have stayed to lend our support. But we think everything is going to be okay. This news will help.
All right, and I'm done. Yeah, I can rest now.
I'm done.
Get them spell slots back.
Get them spell slots back.
It's not a private conversation or anything, but I think Skia will see if Akiza is up for some sparring to like do a bit of training.
Absolutely. I think she's very angry she got left behind and very angry that some of her favourite people got hurt, so she needs to let off some steam.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They probably like I think Skia like trains to the point of like really tiring herself out, and she wants to make sure she is perfect and ready. So they probably both get a bit carried away. It's like, oh, I'm fully bleeding. I know I said first blood, but we usually mean Nick. Like that's gushing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't think there's probably rum and bandages after that, both for cleaning and drinking.
Yeah. For sure.
Whilst Skia's out doing that, because Aisling doesn't really sleep, can she like make a Skia nest for her to come back to?
Absolutely.
So when she's finished bleeding everywhere, can she just like Aisling's like put a bunch of pillows all comfy and like draped some things over to make a fort and just put like a few of her knives around the side of the bed.
And like a pathway guiding her in.
Yeah, it's like Aisling.
Like you would scatter rose petals onto a bed.
Exactly.
When you want to make it like romantic,
So
it's just like
romantic.
knives. Couple of
In Aisling's
candles.
head, she's just like, what's Skia's favourite thing? I need to put her favourite thing everywhere. It's clearly just weapons. So there's just like, knives. And then there's a now cold hot chocolate on the side of the bed as well.
That's very cute.
That's so sweet.
Imagine like Eugene comes back in from like going to cast some sending spells in private and you're just like arranging knives.
Like some sort of fucked up ritual. I'm just like on the floor hovelled over like.
Just like putting one down, picking it back up, and like, is it too much?
Yes or no? Yes or no? This? That way?
What?
Uniform.
It's the Skia nest.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing some kind of ritual.
Not now.
Yeah, it's summoned Skia.
Yeah, it's something Skia. Knife circle, hot chocolate. That summons Skia. But
Okay.
no, it's a nest for her to come back to.
A
Does it
very
need
pointy
more?
nest. No, I think this is enough.
I was
Knives.
gonna try and make a mobile, but I thought that was a bad idea.
Yeah, it depends what you're gonna hold it together with. I guess. Yeah, maybe. I'd say
That's
no.
a no. Okay. I
To
hear
like
ya.
pointy things hanging above
I heard
where
it
someone's
as I
gonna
said it.
sleep. Yeah.
That's fine. She very subtly takes a knife down that she put above the bed.
I was imagining there's already like 3 just in the floor, jam dripping from the ceiling. Yeah.
Where are you getting this jam from? I thought we already discussed that jam is not a adhesive substance.
Not the
I mean,
part
it's
that you-
slightly sticky, but
It can hold posters. I discovered that. It cannot hold knives. I also discovered that. So now, the bracket
I just like
has
to
been
remind you
found.
that it didn't hold the posters, and that's why we had this
did for a
conversation the
bit.
first time. again, pointy things above
Yeah.
where
yeah,
someone's
no.
sleeping. I think maybe we leave those, but the rest of it's fine.
Okay, good.
The candles are a nice touch.
Thanks.
I'm sure she'll love it.
Thanks. This one smells like sandalwood, and this one smells like blood. I thought that was a good combination for Skia.
Ski just comes in. It smells like home.
Yes.
I have questions about where you get a blood-scented candle, but that's for later thing.
Etsy.
Some necromancer making.
I mean, she is a warlock.
Yeah. Skanky candle.
Yes. Oh my god.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Ski, are you okay? You're bleeding?
I lost a lot of
Oh,
blood.
hey.
I drank a lot of rum.
Oh.
Okay, sounds like a good time.
Keys is really hot. We can't, like... They're our employers, right? Technically, no.
Well, I mean,
no.
technically, you don't employ them.
Okay,
right.
I'll see you later.
I think that's a
Uh-oh.
little.
Uh-oh.
Also, I'm
Get
gonna go
you
tell
some,
anyone.
Skia. Go get you some, Skia.
You can bring her back
Akiza
to
is
the
receptive.
Bring her back to the nest.
Akiza's into it.
Into it?
Yeah.
Akiza is receptive.
Until she sees the nest and she's like, I'm out.
She
No,
might.
then she's
she might
she's-
be into
She's
it.
she's tabaxi. She likes
You
small
might-
enclosed
you don't know.
spaces.
That's true. Okay, cool. We're in.
I made you a nest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ashley. I really
You're welcome.
appreciate that. Okay,
Alright,
I'm gonna
I'll
call up
go
in
away
here,
now.
'cause I'm-
Yeah.
No, I'm too drunk. It's all good. It's all good. I wait until Ashley turns around and then I leave. I'm like, Eugene's in a book. Ashling is still going with the jam as blue thing.
Yeah.
I'll sneak out.
I feel like maybe Aisling knew she's gonna sneak out, and she was just like, "I'm gonna go," and then she can chase her bliss.
Amazing.
That's so cute.
Ski, as you kind of slip out and carefully make your way to where you know Akiza is, you do pass Paprika talking to Felix. Yeah, we're at a jam again. I can't figure it out why.
You need more jam. You always need more jam. Also, in this moment, Skitch goes, "Shit, where's August?" Shit. Oh God.
Oh no!
You see a circus ship fly away.
That's probably fine.
No. August probably appears around about an hour after you guys do, with the biggest grin on her face. And she looks like she's had a bath. Someone has rebraided all her hair. It looks really clean and redone. She's had someone's fixed little tiny jewels and gems all the way through it, so like she looks proper pretty. She's got like a little tiny gold makeup on around her eyes. She's wearing a doublet and a loose fitting shirt instead of the kind of like, and she's wearing like jodhpurs. And she has like a cloak with a small pauldron on it as well, which is just like, she looks great, and she looks like she's so happy.
You look great. You look fabulous.
Thank you. I really like Julie. She's lovely, and everybody else was so kind. You've got great friends.
Hey,
Aw.
you should try putting adoption papers in her bag.
In Julie's bag.
Yeah. Just saying, it works great.
Just it.
Yeah.
Have you done this before, Ashling?
No.
Who's adopted you?
No
that what
one.
these papers
That's
are?
the point.
Yeah, you've all adopted me.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have signed it.
Rock kind of wanders out at one point to get another bottle of wine and goes, "Oh, damn, you look better in my old cloak than I do. Oh, that's just rude, frankly. Good for you.
That's so...
And she just smiles even broader.
Aw.
She finds a small space. She's given a small space where she can curl up and sleep. I think the crew have prepared for her, having discussed amongst themselves what's going on. And she looks like she sleeps. I think when you pass later on, when you walk past her, she looks like she's sleeping properly for the first time in a long time. Night draws on. I think each of you fall into whatever rest you need to. Make sure you take a long rest before the next episode.
On it.
Prepare any additional spells. And I think rather than force things, if nobody has anything they particularly need to do, I'll end slightly early today. And then next week we will pick up with you heading further into Duckland to face whatever exists on the Misthurst estate.
Because if we're doing cool circus shit, we need Wayne here to do cool circus shit.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Plus, he needs a chance to flirt with Julie as well.
Oh yeah. Everyone needs a chance to get them some.
Lovely people. This has been a lot of fun, and it's been really good to finally wrap the Temple of Power up with you guys. 4 temples down, 1 to find, and an empire to figure out. No pressure. We have been...
And the skier to take care of.
And the skier to take care
skier.
of. Precious,
Take care
precious
of.
skier. We have been some other heroes. This has been our adventure. We will be back. I'm going to shout out my wonderful friends, and if they have anything they need to shout out, please do. And I'm going to start with Michelle, our wonderful skier.
Hi, thanks for watching. Bye.
Then on to Theo, our amazing Eugene.
I don't have anything to shout about, but thanks for watching, and bye.
Cool. And Charlie, our amazing Aisling.
Nothing particularly exciting apart from, of course, hi mum, love you mum.
Hi,
Hi,
Charlie's
Charlie's mum.
And you can get to bed early now, mum.
Yeah, if you're not already there. We will be back with Wayne next week. Have an amazing week ahead. In the meantime, roll dice, tell stories, and take good care of one another. We love you lots. Mwah!
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye!
Bye.